Good morning, everyone. Herkese günaydın. I want to start with cadastral work using photometric methods. Photometric method has been used in cadastral studies in our country in 1951. The products are produced have changed over the years. In my presentation, I will talk about the latest project 3D cadastre works. Land registry and cadastre are carried out under the same roof in Turkey. The activities we carry out regarding to the real estate is reflected in the slide. These are property data, usage data, and the value data. In the globalized world, people move away from rural life to urbanization, and exercise demands makes this uninhabitable. So, therefore, under the name of smart city, studies are carried out by using technology to make cities more livable areas. One of the most important components of smart cities is 3D STEAM models and 3D cadastre studies. 3D cadastre used for multidimensional cadastre base, 3D representation of the cadastre, and most important using collective valuation studies and generation value maps and GIS, BIM applications, etc. Our project components are shown in the slides. It's a difficult project in which cadastral data and architectural projects are used together. Our project steps are generating 3D STEAM models, projection of 3D buildings models from architectural projects, establishment of the National Digital Building Model Standard, detection and tracking of existing building stock, spatial representation of public constructions, collection and valuation data affecting the value of real estate, and finally sharing of the STEAM models within the scope of 3D cadastre. The workflow is executed in T simulations process. First, photogrammetric method for determining of actual condition on the land. The second is digitizing of architectural projects for the detection of legal records. In the slide, you can see the production stages. This is the first step of digitizing of the architectural projects. The second step in digitizing of architectural projects is shown here. You can see the photometric building productions. The other products are shown here, 10 centimeters orthophoto plans and etc. And finally, photometric model and architectural models are shown in the slides. Our software is independent, can easily be shared with database connection. It's OGC standard GML files. Two models are combined and automatically checks for errors using about 200 rules. These are the 3D cadastral projects areas in Turkey in years. According to our first predictions, there are differences between address records and land registry records. Only 15 to 30% of building stock is registered in the land registry. So, since the project phase of the buildings, the system has been developed to map the address and title land registry record in 3D. And finally, citizens get detailed information about the real estate they will buy, including the inside of the apartments, and their property rights are protected by the government. We think it's very important to work together. Therefore, all 3D data will be shared with other government institutions and real persons through web services in 3ds, GML, and OBJ formats. It's GIS and etc. applications shown. I want to show representation videos.
Cadastre is an information system that both models the human relationship with the land and forms the basis for all kinds of plans, projects, and services. In addition, cadastral studies have been carried out in our country since 1920, and 99.6% of our country's first cadastre has been completed. The content of the cadastre changes depending on the socio-cultural changes of societies, technological development, and user demand, thus causing the land registry and cadastre data to be insufficient in registering, representing, and managing large data sets on the property, land use, and property valuation. The modern cadastre is expected to record the data in its third dimension as comprehensive, sustainable, and accessible, as well as the second dimension of the land. The idea of a three-dimensional cadastre has emerged in line with the need for the cadastre to meet these requirements expected from the modern cadastre of the future, and to have a structure that can manage by including information in all dimensions of the land. The General Directorate of Land Registry and Cadastre has started to work on the transition to the 3D cadastre system in our country, thanks to the national software that it has created by using the current technological infrastructure in the best way. The third dimension cadastral model process includes increasing the quality of cadastral data, scanning and modeling architectural projects, creating 3D photogrammatic city models, and then integrating all data such as address data, public restrictions, zoning data with the cadastral parcels, as well as producing real estate value data and integrating them into the system. The production of three-dimensional city models is carried out in two different ways: the photogrammatic method and the modeling of architectural projects. First of all, in our three-dimensional cadastral works, images were taken using an advanced high-tech aerial camera, and 3D models of the buildings and the settlements were produced. Then, using the architectural projects in the land registry archives, three-dimensional property models were produced where the interior structure of the independent sections can also be viewed. Architectural models are integrated with our photogrammetric models, providing integration with address, building identity system, municipality, and other public institutions' data. All data such as land registry, cadastre, address, public restrictions, and zoning data are integrated with each other. In addition to this, the integration of the land registry data into the central address registration system has been ensured in our system. Data integration aims to inform the citizens by allowing the independent sections to be viewed in 3 dimensions and to examine the interior of the models. In addition, visualizing the public restrictions on the property of citizens in the Human Rights Action Plan of our presidency and recording the buildings in the land registry as of the construction phase will ensure that citizens get rid of additional bureaucracy. In addition, official arm's length values data of the real estate was collected and data integration was provided for the real estate. As a result of the integration, property values were assigned to the independent sections with algorithms produced by adhering to international standards, and value increments were produced. In addition, most of the data, such as the buildings area, number of independent sections, age, facade, location, and the number of rooms and sizes of the independent sections, especially the attributes of the building that should be used in mass valuation studies, are obtained within the scope of this project with the need for additional labor or time. In addition, all data is integrated and a building information form is created for each building. By using this information, our 3D cadastre system, which has many innovations compared to its examples in the world, benefits in topics such as detection and tracking of existing building stock, integration of land registry, cadastre, address, and 3D building data, 3D web presentation of all integrated data, sustainability of the 3D cadastral system, smart cities, property valuation and fair tax, land management, disaster management, impact on security systems, engineering projects. The 3D model of new buildings is included in the system in cooperation with local governments at the licensing stage. In this way, the sustainability of the system is ensured by saving time and cost without the need for additional labor, with the effect of interinstitutional cooperation and information technologies.
And the other project is TUSAG'a active in Turkey. In Turkey, we have global reference station for all geodetic surveying and cadastral GIS works. TUSAG'a active course TR have 185 reference station, 2 different receiver, and 2 control software in Central. The other project, Maxis, is a spatial property system. Maxis cadastral data collected within the scope of Maxis, together with land registry information, are presented as a map service, VMS or VFS. Maxis performs the following operations: verifying the compatibility of land registry and cadastral data, collection attribute information, etc. With this system, the number of approved parcels is 1963. With this is these are the parcels in system. And thank you for your attentions.
Спасибо.